but they're all individuals. Even though you see these two horses have basically the same cues on them, they're two totally different individuals. This horse, lay still. Lay still. This horse, 3-year-old stud, College Station, Texas. When I bought him for Hidalgo, he was totally unbroke and totally mannerless. 7 weeks later, Viggo Mortensen's riding in the Wild West show as the drunk. He throws Viggo into the crowd, and then also after that, grabs Viggo by the collar and drags him backwards. You see the massive jowls on this horse. He didn't have them when I got him. Start with 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds into 7 weeks, dragging a 200-pound dummy is what developed those massive jowls on this horse. So what can you teach him? What do you want to teach him? How much time and effort do you want to put into him? But manners at all stages are a must to me. The only thing that puts them there is persistent patience. This horse has tremendous patience in me right now. He knows I'm not going to let anything happen to him. And I can do about anything I want around this horse. And he's going to lay here and have confidence. Even though this is the most vulnerable position a horse will ever be in his life, he's been eaten by every predator under the sun for thousands of years. They don't lay down unless they're 100% comfortable of where they're at, or they have 100% faith in what's going on around them. So it shows you how much faith this horse has in me to lay here. Say, okay, boss said lay here. You never let nothing happen to me before. He ain't gonna let anything happen to me now. But this is the kind of faith I want everybody to have in their own horse. And the only thing that puts it there is lots of wet saddle blankets and lots of time. I spend thousands of hours in the round pen teaching them different things. People watch my horses work. Some of them have some cues on them that you do not want on your horses at home. Back. Because they're not things, whoa, for most people to put up with. I can set and tease this horse and get him hotter and hotter and hotter until he'll want to reach and take a hold of me. But in turn, I can turn it off just as fast as I turned it on. He has faith in me. Okay, it's done. That's it. All right. But that took hours and hours to develop on him to get him to that point. In the videos, I try to teach people how to get your horses quiet. These movements right here, everybody begs me to teach them. But it took me 15 years to learn them from a man that was the greatest Hollywood ever seen. Trained all the triggers, all the horses for Ben-Hur. And he said to me, I begged him to write a book, to do videos. He said, no, I can't explain to people what I've tried to explain to you in 15 years, and it'll ruin more horses than it makes. I've thought long and hard about it, whether I'll make videos on Liberty horses to get them this quiet. I don't know. 30 years experience messing with them, 50 years messing with horses. I started trick riding and Roman riding when I was 7 years old. It's probably one thing that sent me to Randall's, one of the greatest trainer Hollywood ever seen, because I'd been run over, kicked, pawed, bits. By the time I was 21, I went, there's got to be a better way. So I went and worked with Randall for 15 years till he passed away. People around the movie business says, you got everything Glenn does. I don't know what Glenn knew in that little finger. He was a horseman like there'll never be another one. He lived and breathed horses from daylight till dark every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. He took a half a day off for Christmas, a half a day off for Thanksgiving, 2 hours for the Preakness of Belmont, and the rest of the time we rode horses. He showed up at the barn at 7 o'clock in the morning and says, why ain't you got one saddle? Is there a problem? We rode horses every day. We spent hours in the round pen doing this. People often ask why the backup cue is on top of this horse's butt. So when I do that, if he should ever get a hold of me, somebody pecks right there, he'll back up off of me immediately. And that's why that cue's there. On the front end, this horse has a variety of cues on him. And so you get too many cues on the front end. And when you're fighting one, you don't want him to get confused and make an error. When you touch back here, it turns it off right now. And that's why you see me doing the things I do. But I've done all the talking here. I'm sure there's somebody here that's got questions. Some days everybody stands here like they're scared to ask me. I don't bite. So